I'm also here aided and supported by Louise Campbell, and Louise will join me in adding anything that we could do with an extra emphasis on. But I suppose one of the key strengths for the professional standards that we have in Scotland is that cross-cutting theme of learning for sustainability. It doesn't matter which standard you choose to pick up, it's there, and the purposes of the standards are there just in the way of supporting us in terms of our professional growth, how we develop our knowledge, skills and abilities as educators. If you can move to the next slide, I wanted to just look at the connectivity between the National Improvement Framework, which sees the role of teachers and practitioners' professionalism as the key driver to bring around the priorities, and learning for sustainability sits right at the heart of that in terms of the entitlement for children and young people. And if you look at the purposes of the standards, which is on the next slide, Kirsten, the place of it is on the bottom two, more important for me here. Certainly the standards are a benchmark. It's how I demonstrate that I've successfully completed my student period, or I've gained full registration by doing my probationary period. But the standards are there also as a guide to my professional growth, my career growth. It's to develop my enhance my professionalism, again tying with the NIF in terms of that this is the thing that is seen as the driver that will make a difference. And it helps to guide us. There's a link at the bottom of the slides when they're shared that will take you directly to that, and you can explore the Learning for Sustainability Hub as a cross-cutting theme. But if I look a little more detail into what the standards actually say about it, which is on the next slide, Kirsten, then you'll see that it talks about us making our professional commitment to learning and learners that's compatible with the aspirations of achieving a sustainable and equitable world, embodies what it means to become, be and grow as a teacher in Scotland. And I think rightly we stand very proud of that as a shared aspiration and goal and way of working as teachers in Scotland. I think one of the things that situates it full square is, and all the standards have a commitment to the professional values, and social justice sits at the heart of that. And within that, of course, I've talked already about the idea that learning for sustainability is the cross-cutting theme, but it's how we enact the standards, how we show up and live them in our daily practice, rather than looking at some framework of 2.2.1 but actually how we actually bring them to life in the way we construct the learning environments we work with. And it's there that you start with teachers as the individuals, and how values extend to our learners, our colleagues, our community, and to the world we live in. So they're there as those signposts, those scaffolds to enable us. If we look at the final slide for my input this evening, it actually talks, I just took the first 3 points of what actually the standards say about social justice, and again there's the link back through at the end. But it's there about the global education and social values of sustainability, equality, equity and justice, and recognising children's rights. And that is central to, I would say, what probably brings us all into the profession and our professions that work to support learning and the learning of children, young people and adult learners. And it's in there that we demonstrate a commitment to engaging learners in real world issues to enhance learning experiences and outcomes, and to encourage learning our way to a better future. And I love that part of the standard, that actually we as learners model and set the tone of how I learn and how my knowledge and experience grows, impacts on the learners, my colleagues, and most keenly, hopefully, myself as well. So I'll pass over to you, Betsy, to introduce the next part. I think
Yeah, that's great.